Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So yeah, I've been going back out and about again. On Monday my car went to car heaven. The guy said, we're not busy and we're going to fold it today. So yeah, and I have a new car. So, and I'm all electric, so none of this engine hazard warning, whatever it was, that was, engine failure hazard. That was the message that we were getting and driving around on 3 cylinders. Anyway, and today this morning I went to Timewarp Reclaim Reuse. Yeah, and it's a kind of, I know that they have a contract with the local tip to get all of the good stuff from the tip. And it's a really good place. They've got masses of stuff there. It's like a warren that goes on with lots of outbuildings and bits and pieces and stuff outside. And there's always interesting bits. Every time I've been now, I've visited a couple of times, but I've done one film there already. And there's always interesting bits and pieces hanging around. And it's always very cheap. Everything's very cheap there. So it's a really good place to go. And I should say, none of this is a setup. I literally rang them this morning at 9:30, say, could I come and do a film? And I just stood outside, did my little intro, and then walk in and just start filming straight away. Just went to the counter and say, I'm here, I'm going to film now. And they went, yeah. So I just walk around and as I see stuff. So when I find something really nice, and I do, and I'll show it during the film, I'll cut in and show you what I got. I've literally just gone, oh, that's interesting. So so I'm not faking any of this. I just walk around looking at stuff with waving my phone in front of me and taking breaks from doing it to catch my breath, etc. So with that said, I will move on and we'll get on with the movie. So I'm back here at Timewarp Reclaim Reuse, and so I haven't been here for about 3 months, so I don't know what I'm going to sign. I haven't even been in yet. I'm just doing this blind at the moment, so we're going to see how it is, what's going on, and have they got any good new stuff. Yeah. So I'm near the entrance, and just look at the first shelf I'm looking at. These look like Stuart crystal because my mum's got one that's like this. Let me have a look. Yeah. You can barely see it. It's just here. There's a mark. Let's see if I can look that one up. What's this one? This one's Stuart, because this cutting around the foot, that's very Stewart, and yeah, it's got Mark Stewart England. But yeah, this is a very distinctive cutting on the base that Stewart do. This one feels very acid etched though, acid polished. It's very soft. I'll try and look it up though. So I'm looking at Stuart Crystal Catalogue from, I think this is from the 70s, because this looks like it's letraset. I don't actually have a date for it, but yeah, this isn't computed yet. There's a slight wonkiness about the numbers that tells me letraset. And this is one of the little bud vases we were looking at from Stuart Crystal. So, and there you go, there's a number for it as well, 30448. So it's the morning after. I was knocking up bits of film last night for references for the thing, and I was editing it this morning, and I thought I could show you something here. So these are a couple of decanters from the 1930s, designed by Ludwig Knai, and what you see here is this pattern here. This is almost exactly like the pattern on the body of the little bud vase that you were just looking at. So as I said, these are from the 1930s. Also, if you look at the base, you see what I mean about how the base was cut and how I recognise it as. So this one's done nicely in matte. I can't remember what this has got a pattern number. I can't remember what it is. Pattern is called Tamara. So yeah, and they've even put the same pattern on. And this is very, very Ludwig Knai. These leaves. and vertical lines are very him. Stylized plants. So yeah, and I just thought I'd show you this so you get an idea of how you can go, oh yeah, I think that might be whatever. It has that feel about it. It has this design signature. So that bud vase, it wasn't in the pre-war catalogues. So that bud vase was probably designed after Ludwig and I had died. But they just went back to their pattern books and went, yeah, we can bodge this together, a bit of this, a bit of that, and away we go. I don't know what this is. Oh my. Yeah, it's so scratched. If there was a mark, I wouldn't see it. It's a solid, hefty bit. This looks very kind of pre-war. Piece of pressed glass. Yep, nothing else here. Some more bits here. Nothing super exciting. This looks pre-war. £4. Pre-war pressed glass vase, but it's clear glass, so yeah, that might be. Little bowl there, I don't know what that's for. Yeah. Oh, this was here last time. Oh, I've seen these somewhere. I don't know if they are Chippendale. I will look. They're in blue, or the sort of greenish blue. What's the word? Turquoise is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, so is it £4 each? Yeah. So I think they might be Chippendale. I will look. Yeah, nice little butter dish, pressed glass. Can't see any marks. The handle looks very 1920s, 1930s. Yeah. Oh, it says made in England. Yeah, really helpful. £2. So I reckon that would be 1920s or 30s or something like that. We're after a piano stall. I took a picture of that one. Yeah, this is just by the butter dish. Because we are looking for one. I don't know if my wife will like it. She's stipulating that it's got to have somewhere to keep your music in it. This corner here is coming undone. Got a bit of glue in there. Bang it together. That'll be good. So I'll ask her about that. And I'm going to see a little... Isn't that cool? That is cool. I don't know how old that is. Could be pre-war, probably something like 1950s or something. Oh, hang on. Turning round. What is this? What this is coming home with me. £3. I don't think it's even been. Yeah, no, this is really good. I'm not even sure if this is supposed to be a goblet or with this pressed base. Yeah, I think it's a small rummer with a moulded top and everything. This is such good things here, such good things. Circa 1800, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to go and put that over by the counter. That's coming home with me. Nobody else is taking it. Looking around on these bits here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I've seen this somewhere. I can look this up. I've seen it. I think it might be Sowerby. I might be wrong. Or it might be Czech. Don't recognise that. That's quite good as well. £10. Nice piece of uranium glass. I bet that would give you a good bit of irradiation if you want. So in my brain, it was saying that the bowl was Sowerby. So I punched in Sowerby glass bowl, and I found this. It's on Etsy, and normally I'm not very trusting of Etsy because obviously that means you rely on a dealer, but saying 1930s, but this guy has a pattern number, so that leads me to believe he knows what he's doing. He's looked this up. So I'm going to trust that the bowl is Sowerby, and he's got it on, it's pink, which I think is probably a better colour than the amber. He's got it on for 20 quid. But Etsy's also quite expensive, so yeah, it's probably not worth £20 as it's amber, and this is the most expensive place you could probably buy it from. So I'm here on the 20th Century Glass website, and I found in one of the catalogues that vase, and so this is Sowerby's from the 1954 catalogue. So there you go. Really unusual for me to find stuff like this. What else is here? Nice pink piece of press. Pot bowl, kind of. Any marks? Let me just run my fingers around. No, because sometimes they're inside the bowl, but there's no marks. So put that back. Bits of pottery and stuff. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is cool. This looks very 1950s. Look at that. Noritake, made in Japan. So it is probably 1950s because that's when they were importing a lot of this stuff. Yeah, that is super cool. And there's plates as well. I think this is like a tea service set. You've got your something to put your little cakes on, cream jug, saucers. I'm not seeing any cups though. Saucers, little plates, but they're still cool even if you just took the little plates and yeah, cool. So this is the glass I bought. It has a press molded base. Basically the way this will be made is there'll just be a little. It's not like your pressed glass making proper things. This is mold blown or ribbed, I would say, but the way this base is made is basically someone drops some lump of glass into a mold and just squidges it, and hey presto, you have a base. And then they join the two together while it's still hot. And I was looking at it, I was thinking, is this a rummer? Is it a goblet? It's sort of like it's not kind of quite right for a rummer. And yeah, and I figured out what it was. It's what it is one of these. Yeah. So and it should have it's like a little urn with a lid on. I'm not even sure what they're supposed to be for. It might be a lidded rummer, I don't know. But yeah, I have a couple of these. So this is what it is. So what's wrong with it is the lid's missing. I have piles of bits, and I had to rub it around, and no, I couldn't find a I've got some period ones, but yeah, this is the best fit I could get. Dun, dun, dun. So that's what it would look like originally. Yeah, but I think this is Chippendale by Davidson, so it's from the 1930s. It's just a proper pressed piece of glass. Yeah, but yeah, it does fit rather nicely and gives you the impression of what this is. So it's only half of the thing from the late 18th century, but it was £3. And it's got a little bit of knocking around here. You can look at the wear on the base. You can see from this, and it's got a few chips and nibbles. And literally every piece of glass I have with that kind of base, even this one, has chips and nibbles around the edge. This one hasn't got any big ones, but it's just covered in them. So the whole edge is just chips and nibbles. And oh, there's one on the top there. So yeah, so it's got, that's acceptable wear and tear as far as I'm concerned for that. And so yeah, so that was a real bargain for £3 to get something that's probably 230 years old. Fantastic. And nobody's interested in that stuff. And you'll see when I get further into the video, there's some other things that I pointed out previously that are still there. So anyway, we'll get back to the video. think these were some of these things that were here last time. This is new. I think this is Romanian from the 60s and 70s. It's like the fish. What's this? Hang on, let me just double check this. No, I was just thinking maybe white fries, but maybe not. There's a big piece of, that's probably Polish or Chinese or something. So yeah, and look, very trendy German lava stuff. What's this? What is this lump? Whoa. Yeah. Ooh, I don't recognise it. I don't recognise it at all. It's a monster piece of glass. Yeah, I might have to have a better look at it. Yeah, I turned it over. It's IKEA. It's an IKEA piece, so it doesn't make it terrible. Just not valuable really. There's a big case piece of glass here. So just looking at these here, little coronation glasses for 1953. So, and these look the same era, and the transfers are nice and proud. So yeah, these are 1950s. I don't think these are Alexander Hardy Williamson. I don't think they are. They're very cool though. They're very trendy. All the cocktail type drinks on them. I'm a bit sad to see a couple of old friends here, so I pointed out this last time. A little comport by Molyneux Webb with the Greek key pattern on it. I think I'll show you that in the reference book. So the book I have in my lap here is the Identification of English Pressed Glass by Jenny Thompson. And yeah, this is the compot we were looking at. You can see with the little Greek key, little dibbly bits on the edge and around the foot. And it would have, some of it would be etched. This is the number here. And you can see this pattern was registered in 27th of August, 1864. So, yeah, so there you go. There's an exact day that the pattern was registered. And in the back there, there's a nice full-size Nelson type from the 1830s. So yeah, they're still here. I'm kind of surprised that no antique dealers come and snatch those up. So the book I'm looking at here is 19th Century British Glass by Hugh Wakefield. And what we're looking at in it is an advert by Apsley Pellets from 1838. And here's the decanter you could see in the back of that cabinet, and it's called a Nelson type strong quart shape, Nelson shaped decanters. So there it is. That's what we were looking at from 1830. I know this is saying 1838, but other people are saying 1830, but this is absolute source material, so you know it's not later. I'm not seeing anything else super interesting. Yeah. Move on. Look at these. These are all pre-war lampshades. Prices seem decent. £20 each. There's a pair there. Pity they're pink. But yeah, they're pink and that's it. I might have considered them otherwise, but yeah. But those are bargain prices, I think, from what I've seen elsewhere. Here's some of the stuff that's here. A whole bunch of bikes and weights and fishing rods and golf clubs and plant pots. Yeah, and the bikes though. Here's a trendy one. If someone was into that kind of, you want a retro bike, you want to rebuild one, there you go, there's a frame for 20 quid. I actually had a bike like that when I was at school with the lever things. Oh, in fact, it's a rally as well, so yeah, This might even be the bike I had, I don't know. But I had a bike just like this, no gears. God, it weighed a ton. Yeah, going up Spinney Hill was hard. So yeah, and it's a rally, so yeah, just like mine, black. So I'm back in here. This is a kind of warehouse, furniture warehousey bit. It's got a real mix of stuff in it. Fire surrounds for your hearth. All different periods. Look at these 1960s or 70s style chairs. And you've got like that looks a bit Edwardian looking. And Victorian. Oh no, I think those are repros though. I think they are. But yeah, some of it's modern. It's real. That's modern, and then you've got, yeah, that's probably 1940s dressing table. Yeah, it's really interesting place. Near the end here. Yeah, this is interesting. It's got actually a hole through to it. Yeah, so I think this goes with this, but yeah, some of these sealed stoppers. Yeah, you can see my gadget mark if you look at my. Yeah, so this would be sort of like 1880s, 1870s, something like that. But yeah, sometimes the stoppers that are completely hollow like this get a sickness in them, and yeah, go completely cloudy, and there's nothing you can do about it because I think it's completely sealed. So it is what it is. This is interesting. It's got Bohemia. Look how. So this would have been cut and then polished with acid, and they've overdone it, so you can hardly see the facets on it. Yeah, nothing else here is exciting. None of these glasses. There's a decanter in there, but there's no stopper. This is nice. Really, it's £22, but it's in fact, I think it's the biggest press glass, one of the biggest press glass bowls I've seen. They're nice, kind of Art Nouveau style. Yeah, I don't recognise that. I might try and look it up. Let me stop and try and see if there's a mark on it. No marks. I don't really do pottery, but I know something nice when I see it. This is nice. I turned it over. It's Crown Devon. Let me just show you the mark. There you go. Crown Devon, Fielding, made in England, Stockholm. Just because it's so cool, I'm going to try and look that up. So, I did have a punt around looking for the Crown Devon Stockholm pattern. I couldn't find any meat dishes. What I do know is that it's from the 1950s, and it's probably worth, you know, retail price. If it was selling on eBay or Etsy or somewhere, it's probably worth well over £20. So if you were kind of going buy it and flip it, that's the kind of money. So yeah, the Timewarp has lots of bargains like that. If you're willing to spend the time, you know, obviously you might make £15 off that or more, but then you have to take it, photograph it, put it on eBay, pack it up and stick it in the post. So yeah, you have to think about all those things. All those things come into the equation when you're buying and selling. It's not an easy job. There's work to be done. Restarting it again, I just saw these boxes next to it and noticed it said bleed crystal, and I pulled them out. It looks like Stuart crystal Arundel pattern, but it's not. It's hand cut crystal, West Germany. I might try and look this up, see if I can get a time frame for it. The fact that it says West Germany puts it pre 1990.
So yeah, that'll be interesting.